welcome to my own worst enemy. It is unboxing day at Armchair Dragoons, so I am providing this unboxing. This is a recent acquisition from Origins. I was surprised to find it and very happy to do an unboxing on it. So without further ado, let's dig right in. And like I said, this one is still in the shrink, so I am going to carefully cut off that shrink. Normally I take this off right before I do the video, but in this case I chose not to because I was talking to Steve Jones at Blue Panther, and one of the things he had mentioned was that in the move to Tennessee, I guess in upgrading their equipment, that the typical Blue Panther smell that you get when you open one of these games printed by Blue Panther is no longer there. So let's test that out immediately. So now there's still a little bit of some kind of scent. It's not like it was though. He's correct in that it no longer is that really overpowering chemical smell that you used to get. And I don't know if I missed that or not. If I've gotten so used to the Eau de Blue Panther perfume that I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So you open the box and the first thing you are greeted with is the rule book. So let's pop that out real quick, and I'm going to just put this off to the edge here so that we can flip through this. Again, it is if you've bought from Blue Panther, from White Dog Games, Hollandspiel, one of the games that uses Blue Panther to print, you're familiar with this rule book. Nice paper. It is not quite glossy finish. It's kind of between the matte and a glossy, if that makes any sense. Color text, everything is beautiful. The text is easy to read. And since this is a Ben Madison game, the rule book is laid out, it's going to be laid out nicely, I can tell you. It's table of contents by section, and then everything is easy to find. So always good. And also with Ben Madison games, you know, you get the gray boxes are call outs to they're kind of they are designer notes to tell you what he was thinking and to give you some more information beyond what's actually needed to play the game. So let's see. It's not a lot of graphic images in here, and I think that's probably pretty typical for a Ben Madison game. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through. Yeah, a lot of verbiage, not a lot of pictures. There's one, and of course there's a table and the credits. So what I said I was going to try to do a better job of calling out some of the designer and artwork and people that were involved in these games. So the game designer, of course, is Ben Madison, and the artwork is done by Jose Farah, I believe. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. So let's continue on into the box, and we see, I'm going to, let's see, I thought this was a player's aid card of some sort. Well, I had two cards there, that's why I thought that, so maybe not. This could be, well, I'm not really sure what we're looking at. And that's the, that shows you how new this is. I haven't even had a chance to look at this online. I haven't looked at any rules on this thing. I just discovered it and bought it. Here's the sequence of play, fairly lengthy. There is a British cruisers table, so it sounds like there will be naval warfare involved. And the U.S. over their schedule, so it looks like the U.S. will start sending troops randomly, which I like that. That adds to replay value, of course. The game's set up for the 1914 campaign scenario. And you know, another reason why this game surprised me is I think Ben has a World War I game coming out through Compass Games, a larger World War I game. Death in the Trenches, I believe it was called. So when I saw this one, I was even more surprised that another World War I game was coming out from Mr. Madison. This is a counter tray for easy setup. This is kind of neat. This tells you, well, I guess you sort your counters out on this thing, and it makes it a whole lot easier for game setup, just as it says there on the paper. And of course, you get the typical Blue Panther quality counters, and these are actually very nice, beautiful counters. I'll get these a little closer to the camera so we can all see them together. Beautiful counters, beautiful. Nothing on the back though, so just one-sided counters on this sheet. And finally, we get to the game map, and I'll scoot some of this stuff over so we can all look at this together. Now, if you've watched my videos and my playthroughs and my discussions and unboxing of the Madison games, you will know that I've never been a huge fan of the artwork that comes with these games. So let's take a quick look at this one. I actually did my own artwork for Don't Tread on Me, and yet to hit the channel here. I did a map redo of his Civil War game from Fiery Dragon years ago, which I think looks pretty good. Not as good as I'd hoped it would, but we'll hopefully see that in a playthrough at some point. So this one actually isn't too bad. I don't mind this one at all. It's not as, not like that first one we got with Don't Tread on Me. This one actually looks usable, and I don't think I will be making my own, which that's good news. That's a sign that it's not bad. Looks like there are some special events at the top. There's a calendar, turn tracks, and then we see some blockade runners over here, air superiority, all kinds of good stuff. All right, well, that is it. A very brief unboxing. It's not a very large game. It's typical, though, for Ben's stuff. It's on the same magnitude of Don't Tread on Me, which, in my opinion, is a very good thing. This is a solitaire-only game, which is just fine with me. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this unboxing, please consider liking and subscribing, and that way you'll get notified when I actually do a playthrough of this, which hopefully will happen sooner rather than later. All right, I'll see you back here next time.